Olá pessoal, quem fala aqui é o Keile, voltando mais uma vez com o nosso querido Sherlock Holmes, de onde a gente parou. Mas é isso aí. Embora investigar alguns casos aqui, e daí depois a gente pega e vai ali continuar a história principal. Quem não for inscrito no canal, bem-vindo aí, né? Assista o vídeo, se gostar, você se inscreve. De preferência, goste, por favor. Eu acho que bugou este lugar aqui, hein? Ah, tá. Quem já foi inscrito, dá o like, compartilha, ajuda bastante. É isso. Embora. Tá. O agente desaparecido foi visto pela última vez saindo da sua livraria, que estava localizada no norte da Cidade Velha, no extremo leste da Seto-Oeste. Cidade Velha. Por aqui em algum lugar. Não sei se o ventilador tá pegando. Deixa eu virar ele melhor.
Bit dusty. Hasn't been touched for a couple of days. You did wear your favourite boots. Such devotion.
Ok.
Angelo's footprints end here, abruptly. Not a good sign. Someone had to stand here for a couple of hours at least. 11
Cigarros.
cigarette ends of the same brand. Somebody spent some considerable time here. This must have left a grievous wound. Colourful piece of fabric as a bookmark. An elegant decision. A hasty job by an amateur, but Angelo was taken by surprise nevertheless.
Help me, please. Of course. Let me help you.
colocou o homem em um carrinho. Passou por aqui.
Someone desperately tried to stop the bleeding.
Notei.
Green silk, bit worn and faded, but still an impressive hat. I think I found the place where they took Angelo.
Simbora.
I'm coming for you. I couldn't miss the party.
Take a rest, my friend. Don't cry, you'll live. Too simple.
The snuff's ready. Time to knock this guy out.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I'm coming for you.
No more crime for you until next week.
You can overcome the brute now.
Chupa.
Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready.
No more crime for you and
Give him the pepper snuff. He's all yours now. Go for it.
take a rest, my friend.
Can overcome the brute now.
Don't
Toma!
cry, you'll live.
Todo mundo vivinho da Silva, quer dizer, todo mundo preso, né?
The bandits had as much fun as they could. Severed finger. No one deserves such cruelty.
E aí, coitado do dedinho, hein?
An engraving inside, together always and forever. A primary instrument of torture. How vicious one must be to have to use it in such a way.
Ok.
They were tracking down Angelo.
Deu pra notar que estavam rastreando ele.
Keys of different shapes and sizes. What could you open with these? Bloodstains all over the mattress.
Claro que ele tá morto, né?
Quite a collection of books, but none of them with FD as the author.
Coitado, já tá morto.
He sustained a great many injuries. They severed his finger while he was still alive. At last, I found you, Angelo. Mycroft should know about this.
What the fuck? Ai, meu Deus, o que aconteceu?
What did you hide, Angelo?
Ah,
Seems like Mycroft will get the book he wanted after all. Do you think it has a coded message inside?
Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky.
ele me castigou o nome dos jogos do... Cara, mano. Crime punishment, crime julgamento ou crime punimento é o nome de um jogo do Sherlock Holmes. Eles estão agora meio que fazendo um remake e tal. No caso, começaram com esse daqui, que é um jogo que se passa antes deles e tal. Aí o que teve daí foi o do... Cthulhu.
Ah, the illustrious Mr. Holmes returns no worse for wear. And with a gripping tale to tell, no doubt.
While the matter proved rather simple in the end, I'm afraid the details are not for your ears, nor your readers.
How very tantalizing. Your brother asked that I collect your report, and a book if you obtained it.
Here is my report, and Miss Sertle. He will know if you opened it. I also retrieved the book for Mycroft.
Crime and Punishment. Sounds appropriate.
More than you may think.
Uh-huh. How so?
There's something else. I found a ring belonging to one of Mycroft's men. Did he mention anything further?
Alas, no.
Well, the man was a hero. Protected the secrets of the British Empire. Here, please deliver this ring to Mycroft. I'm sure he'll know what to do.
I don't understand.
Miss Sertle, I'm afraid neither do I.
This is his ring. My Angelo's ring.
Angelo Dondolo is your fiancé.
God. Your brother told me Angelo was sent to Roma. What happened? Where is he?
Angelo died in the line of duty, but his bravery saved countless others.
No, not Angelo. Not my Angelo. I don't understand.
I'm sorry, Yasmin.
Mycroft kept this from me. I am one of his best, and he kept it from me. He assured me Angelo would be fine, but he lied.
You are not the first victim of Mycroft's cold calculus, and you won't be the last. Your work has value to him, and the truth threatened it.
Well, by hiding the latter, he has lost the former. Thank you for your honesty, Mr. Holmes. Now, please. I wish to be alone.
Ok. É aqui, por aqui. Coitado do marido dela. Oh, mas deve estar puta, hein? Ela deve estar puta pra um caralho, sacou?
Here, grab a seat.
You even brought a book, huh?
May I have... Same as always.
You just don't give up, do you?
Oh, come on, let's get closer. We can't see anything from here.
No, too early.
So we're just going to sit here all day?
Patience, John. I have a feeling this is more than simple blackmail. We'll be close when the blackmailer leaves, and then...
Go!
É, claro que vai dar em assassinato isso, né? Sempre dá.
Oh, not a pretty sight, this. Head trauma, fatal. Gravity is cruel like that.
What's happened? Oh, who is it?
He was stabbed several times before he fell. The shape of the wounds suggest a curved blade.
Oh,
A key, and where there's a key, there's a lock.
what's happened? Oh, who is it?
It's almost like he's dancing.
Dancing the danse macabre.
Oh, my goodness.
The knife is missing. A rather frivolous accessory for a military man. Shame it's all bloody now.
No signs of life, no pulse. I'm declaring Corporal Ridley dead.
Please move along. The police are on their way. Everything's under control.
Is it now? The General's own son has fallen out of the tower, and not without help, it seems. I need to inspect the scene, and quickly.
The corporal? He ordered me not to let anyone inside without telling him. But now... Wait, are you saying it's a murder?
Sim.
A brief examination of the body was enough for me to conclude that he was murdered by a blade of Ottoman origin.
You can't possibly be so certain.
Oh, I can be. The corporal suffered deep stab wounds which were inflicted with great force. They were made by a knife meant for cutting, not stabbing. A curved blade, such as an Ottoman jambir or a Gurkha kukri. I haven't seen any Gurkhas on the island, so the conclusion is quite obvious.
Amazing. You do seem more than competent. All right, go in. I'll wait here for the police.
Valeu.
Did you see anything suspicious?
No, sir, nothing. Corporal Ridley had to attend to some private matters upstairs. No one went in, no one came out. Oh, but that means the killer is still inside. Are you sure you want to go in alone?
I'm not alone. I have my friend with me.
Your friend? You mean your gun? There's no one at...
Never mind, I'll be fine.
Eu tenho meu amigo comigo.
The killer's gone, vanished into thin air.
This blade is a naval officer's dirk. Sharp and well cared for. The edge is covered with blood, but the tip is clean.
Não foi essa arma. É uma bela queda, né?
Exactly 100 mangears. The killer didn't touch them. this cigarette is still smouldering.
There's a nice view from here, don't you think?
Definitivamente.
Can you smell the body odor, John? Someone's been hiding in here. Someone sweaty.
Unless it's a laundry chest. But then, gonna join the Navy after all. That'd make Mycroft so happy, you know.
Shut up, John.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. 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 You're not even trying, Sherry.
Tá bom, eu sei, já volto.
Ridley was attacked by his blackmailer, but before being pushed out the window, Ridley managed to wound him. The killer must still be bleeding.
Mas como ele fugiu? Essa é a questão.
Imagine if we'd been able to get up here 10 years ago. Oh, it would have been the perfect base. Come on, let's take the rope down.
I'd rather take the stairs.
Ah, what a bore.
So what happened? Was there anyone upstairs?
No, the killer escaped. We're dealing with a carefully planned assassination. What can you tell me about the deceased?
We were from the same unit, stationed together at the barracks by the bridge, but I can't say I knew him well. Maybe someone at the barracks could tell you more.
Do you know if the corporal had any enemies? Someone who would want him dead?
No, none that I know of. But then again, there's always the Ottomans. They'd want all of us soldiers dead, I reckon.
That was a rough landing.
Por aqui.
Wow. Amazing, right?
Disturbing is more like it. Doubt that this eagle is purely ornamental. Aha! A curved knife covered in fresh blood. There we go.
Careful, Sherry. Locals aren't too happy with what you're doing.
I'd better leave the knife here. Now is a bad time to ruffle any feathers.
Don't! No! What? That's sacred!
You aren't here to relieve me from duty, are you? Oh well.
Ridley's blood is on Ottoman hands. I just know it.
Can I ask you a question?
Ah, I know this. Yeah, let me help you.
Could you help me?
Ah, I know this. Yeah, let me help you.
Ok.
Nice. A room after my own heart.
A little austere for my taste. There are scratches on the floor. The locker was moved. Being the son of a general must be difficult.
Pra caramba.
Rise all the way to the top. Make me proud, son.
Dinheiro.
2 tickets to London. Would have been a very different ending for the corporal's story. That's quite a hefty sum. Enough to start a new life.
Ok.
Can you imagine me wearing that uniform? I think I'd look rather dashing.
Com certeza, amigão.
Don't pass by. Let's pick something that suits you. A good choice. A good choice indeed.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, let me tell you everything I know.
Fica onde? E qual família particular? Deve ser. Os otomanos dizem que é o símbolo da casa da família ignorada da cidade velha. Sua casa fica ao lado oeste do mercado da cidade velha. Tá. Então deve ser aqui por perto, mais ou menos. Deve ser por aqui, né?
You are expected. Quickly, come in.
My love, oh, I'm so... Who are you? Where's Mark? Answer me or I'll call for help.
You will do no such thing, Jalen. We both know it.
How do you know my name? And why are you wearing this scarf? What has happened?
A flood of questions, but I only have one answer. Mark Ridley is dead.
No, this cannot be. You're lying. Tell me you're lying.
Keep your voice down, miss. I don't have time for a lady's hysterics. Mark has been murdered, and I believe that the murderer is part of this house.
No, it was a secret. We were meeting. We were... How
Seu
could
pai,
anyone
ué?
find out?
The truth always comes out one way or another, but enough of this. Tell me, have you seen anything suspicious here?
No, I heard...
Why did you have to be so mean to her?
I wasn't mean. Now is not the time for pity.
Is that you or your reptilian brain talking?
Leave me be.
A bloody trail. Let's see where it leads. all soaked in blood. A pile of fresh clothes. How convenient. Well, a fresh shirt is as good a lead as any.
So, think you can identify the killer on the first try?
Huh. Do you doubt me?
What are you staring at, you crazy woman? Huh? Did you want something?
So, here you are. The wounded eagle in its eyrie.
What the hell? An English?
I understand your confusion.
Do you have any idea?
Indeed I do. So please let me
I am a...
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have every reason...
Are you a... Have you completely lost your goats? This is crazy.
Ha! Let me...
Have you completely...
Ha! Let... That's right, I am. I recovered the murder weapon. It bears an eagle crest, the same crest that is so proudly displayed within your house.
And a proud house we are.
Regrettably, I failed to detect much
Ok.
It couldn't have been very comfortable for you inside that chest, waiting to catch the corporal off guard. Couldn't you find a better place to hide?
You're a fine one to talk of tactics. You're dressed as a woman.
If you'll pardon the metaphor, he was a fishbone that became lodged in your throat. At the heart of this crime is a woman, Jalen. I wonder who she might be to you. Your wife? Unlikely. Your
Enough! Don't you dare say a word about my sister. It was he who led her to sin. That son of a dog, Mark Ridley. He spat on our traditions and brought shame to our family. His father promised us peace, but I knew how it would be. You feed the crow, it tears your eyes out.
So you risked the peace to right your honor.
I had no other choice. Not that you'd understand, Brit.
I believe peace between our people to be more important than this terrible incident.
You want peace?
I won't...
You're not so stupid.
Por mim, eu levava ele à justiça, mas... Pô, se eu falar qualquer coisa, basicamente pode dar merda. Prender ele, sacou?
Mr. Holmes, I trust your mission was successful?
Successful is hardly the word I would use. Mark Ridley is dead.
What? How? Explain.
Blackmail was a ruse to kill Ridley, but I managed to track down the culprit. He comes from a very influential Ottoman family. All things considered, I chose not to turn him into the police.
I see. Your prudence is commendable, Mr. Holmes.
What will happen now?
I cannot tell. I'm just a piece on the board, same as you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to report to your brother immediately.
Honestly can't believe you let the killer go. I thought it was a joke till the very end.
Achei que estávamos caçando um assassino. Oza era o assassino, não devíamos ter deixado ele livre. Mas arriscar uma guerra não deu certo, sacou?
It's a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
Did you just remember something?
Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft.
What are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything! I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
Esses dois irmãos, cara. Eles sempre têm uma relação complicada. Já olha isso. Eu queria ver uma coisa. É que eu renovei o local.
It reminds me of my mother.
Na medida do possível, cara.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall. It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
No.
Impossible, it must have been something else. Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
Deve ser o irmão do Sherlock. Ah, era a mãe
It was
dele.
my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us. The workers took the artifact and placed it into the cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that. Ah yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator and this was her cabinet of curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
É fato.
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that. The Tulpa, Studies in Tibetan Mentalism. An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
Okay.
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
Justo.
The full plate armor of Sir Robert Saunford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Seu pai devia ser bom jogador se ele
Armor is
ganhou.
armor, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take
Mother
it
said
instead
this
your
was among the
pistol.
hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable. Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him.
Watkinson and Holmes, Chapter 1.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1, by Wallace de Orham.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down. I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons. Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869. So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand. Reliable and driven. I recognise Mycroft's handwriting. Officer Luciano J. Placido.
Placido? Nome familiar, né?
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Ah, Sherry.
I'm starting to remember something. Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
The painting on the wall was slightly at tilt. He stopped and straightened it.
Beleza.
Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if... I think this is what we're looking for.
O que é isso?
A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it?
We made it. So what's there?
Single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favourite. Gifted by Queen Victoria herself.
Caramba!
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met. Otto Richter. This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research. I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what, and we didn't have a great view from behind the statue. Books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them. I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out. Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best.
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here. An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
Eu concordo. Mas antes, vamos às compras.
The worst clothes.
Their best. Take a look. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Another night.
Come, come. Marhaba. It's a good day for a purchase. May
Quero ver a casa agora que tá com o negócio aqui arrumado também.
What a monstrosity! Where could such a creature even survive? (1852), Bingley, West Yorkshire. This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake. An excellent example of Mayan culture from Guatemala.
Voilà. Tem alguma coisa no jornal? Não sei se eu começo esse caso, porque ele prometeu vai ser meio longo.
I wish to be alone.
Killed with one perfect shot.
Vamos investigar esse caso e encerrar. Daí depois a gente faz mais um outro vídeo continuando. Porque assim, agora eu suponho que vai ir para um caso mais longo, tipo aquele que teve da música do artista, sacou? Eu fiz as memórias do Sherlock, que eu pensei, pô, vou fazer aqui, que eu acho que vai dar mais ou menos 1h10, 1h20, mas não deu, né? Vamos investigar aqui.
Good day, sir.
Merhaba. Good day to be alive.
And, by extension, a poor day to take a bullet. Why are you just standing there?
I came to take the deceased to the cemetery, but caught sight of Mother Nature's bounty and had to drink my fill. He won't mind anyway. Let me tell you, friend, the sweet sea air, the calming whisper of the waves, it's a salve for all ills.
Do you know what happened here?
Officer said there was a duel, shots fired, and then that fellow took his last breath. Reminds me of last year.
So the inspectors have been and gone?
Of course.
Estranho.
Police don't let an undertaker do his work before they've finished theirs.
You mentioned a previous incident.
It was in the old city ruins. I remember the deceased was very rich. Front page news, very, very rich he was. But a coin makes a poor shield, as I always say. And who needs it when a view like this is free?
Who died?
Oh, no, mister. It is not my place to say.
Not your place. Nonsense. As you say, you won't mind.
Death with dignity.
We're done.
Pesquisar no jornal. Ok. Já começa assim o nosso caso, sacou? Pegando as pistas onde a gente pode.
This man is no more. He's ceased to be. He's expired and gone to meet his maker. He's a stiff.
Já saquei.
The bullet entered the heart at an angle, implying it was fired from an elevated position. He died instantly. Predictably, the rumors were exaggerated. The blindfold is intact, with both eyes unharmed. Blank cartridges filled with a wax-covered gelatin bullet. Effectively harmless, even at close range, but leaves a nice red splash on impact. A Webley top-break revolver.
Você tá morto, John. Para com isso, por favor.
A key for a birdcage? I'll take it. Your opponent was behind you. A blindfold, discarded or lost. The duelist eventually reloaded his gun, but all the cartridges were filled with red non-lethal rounds.
You know what? That undertaker has a point. It is beautiful here.
Blank cartridges filled with red wax-covered gelatin bullets. Most assuredly non-lethal, if rather theatrical on impact.
Beleza.
A case for dueling Webley revolvers. The corner of the box is broken, likely from being dropped.
Gosh, how exciting. I always wanted to be a member of a club. I bet you couldn't join. No good at following orders, are you, Sherry?
Ah, a contest then. I shall prove my blind devotion, so to speak, to their inane rules, and you shall eat your words.
Cumpra as 3 regras do clube antes de encerrar o caso. Qual que são as regras? Não fale sobre o clube de duelos às cegas. Nunca perca uma oportunidade de praticar sua habilidade de tiro. Não derrame sangue em duelos ou outras reuniões do clube. Beleza?
Red stains, relatively fresh.
Opa.
A Lamat revolver, .42 caliber. One chamber is empty, the others are filled with live rounds. The victim was killed by someone up on the wall. It may have been the referee who took advantage of the duelists while they were blindfolded. This seems plausible, but I must consider all options. What if there was another person here?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
The victim was killed by someone up on the wall. There may have been someone else here, a fourth person waiting for an opportunity to strike.
Sometimes I think... Did he...
Can we please leave the nattering behind?
Oh, friend, relax. Life's too...
Enough tomfoolery.
I told you that's his business. does this have to do with me? I'm not sure what to say. What does this have to do with me? I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to say.
There is more to...
the man...
At la...
Só foi encontrar moradia lá na prefeitura.
A contest for the guests of Cordona.
O arquivo é pra cá. Local de residência Von Stubbe em Baskerville, entre Vernon e Bonaparte ao sul de Escaládio. Escaládio fica onde? Porra, os nomes complexos. Tá. Ai, ai.
Extra, extra! The hive gets stung!
Do you know anything about this?
Don't be angry, sir, but I truly don't know.
Miss von Staub is awaiting the police, sir. Perhaps you might visit on another day. Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
How many German composers feature here? It appears the parents are dearly missed. Our beloved parents, 1875, Baden-Baden. Rest in peace.
Look at those vases, Sherry. Bet they cost a fortune. Would be a shame if someone broke them. Oh, I love it when you're reckless. Were those Limoges porcelain?
You have a keen eye.
Well, I suppose it's yours. Next time, shoot with a blindfold.
An ointment by a Dr. Herbert with a lavender and pine scent. Excellent score.
Nada mal.
A handsome portrait of Eric. Miss von Staub does have talent. The rounds have been emptied. The black paint looks thick. It's been mixed with something. The end and the beginning. She covered the locked windows with paintings, but the atmosphere remains oppressive. Sad home for a young woman. Good day, miss. I regret to disturb you at this tragic time, but could you...
Oh, officer. I've been waiting.
A horrible place. I should introduce you to the Undertaker. But first, you and I shall get to know one another. I am Officer Holmes. I take it you are Magda von Staub, the sister of the deceased?
Oh, pardon me. Yes, I am.
My deepest condolences, Miss von Staub. Your brother's body will be returned to you shortly, as I believe the case will soon be closed. Nevertheless, there remain some formalities requiring attention. May I ask you a few questions?
Oh, if you must. But I'm unsure if I will be of much help.
Forgive my intrusion, but I must inquire about your bruises. Did you take a tumble?
Oh, I have a weak disposition. It is not so bad,
Okay.
but my skin marks more easily than a peach. It is the least of my sorrows.
But, Miss von Staub, I can tell you suffered new bruises even before the old ones had healed.
I have nothing more to add, Officer Holmes. It is what it is.
Do you know if Mr. von Staub had any enemies? Someone that may have sought to do him harm?
Enemies? I don't know. He and I did not discuss such matters, and he was rarely called upon by visitors. My brother's only guests were his friendly contests, but I was not allowed to participate. I merely heard it all from my room.
Contests?
Eric...
May I take a look at Mr. von Staub's room? His...
Please do.
Thank you for your time. A wealthy man in his 60s. Sir Barnaby Boddington, 1879. A typical crest for a league or a guild. Club headquarters, 190th anniversary celebration. this whip is well loved and well used.
Manda pro pai que ele resolve.
I found burnt letters in your brother's room, I believe.
To me? From whom?
They appear to be from some of your suitors. Why did you burn them?
I didn't. I didn't even know about them. Eric.
One of the revolver cases in your brother's room is missing. Do you know where it may be?
I'm not permitted in Eric's quarters. I suppose he must have taken it with him. I beg your pardon? I don't understand. I'm sorry, I don't follow.
It seems you and Mr. Boddington were to be engaged. Were you as thrilled at the prospect as your brother?
Mr. Boddington is not how I had imagined my husband. But it was Eric's choice. I didn't dare dispute it. I'm sorry, I don't follow. I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
There is an unfinished portrait of your brother in your room. Beautiful to be sure, but why did you add gunpowder?
You entered my room?
It is standard
Eric's art was his...
Where were you?
I was here painting...
Alas. Is this familiar to you?
I'll gladly tell you everything I know, officer.
É esse tipo de casa que é.
Could you help me?
Of course, officer. Let me tell you.
Help me, please.
That's a question I can answer.
Ok.
Please come in, sir. The gentlemen are waiting for you on the training ground.
Fancy. Not every manor has a custom floor.
That is the von Kramkrest, the old Prussian noble family. They must be patrons of the club.
How often do you think they check the submission box? My application deserves prompt consideration.
Posso vir pra cá? Trancada, claro.
It's the killer. Shake a leg. Get him.
Time to knock this guy out.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
Just die!
I thought we were against murder.
Ei, eu perdi a aposta.
I couldn't miss the party.
Ow! Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
Too simple.
I'm coming for you. I will end you.
É mais fácil recomeçar sem consigo cumprir o desafio.
It's the killer. Shake a leg. Get him.
Time to knock this guy out.
No more crime for you until next month.
It's all yours now.
Don't bother moving. You've lost. Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready.
No more crime for you.
Give him the pepper snuff. can overcome the brute now.
Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready. Give him the...
I will end you!
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
I couldn't miss the party.
Don't cry, you'll live.
I'm coming for you.
Take a rest.
The snuff's ready.
Toma.
No more crime for you.
Give him the pepper snuff. I must say, Sherry, that was near perfect. Could it be that you're not completely hopeless?
The same ingredient was used in the dueling revolver's ammunition. All these places are perfectly secluded, ideal for private duels. Clever system. Two glasses with dregs of alcohol. Should I pour us a drink, John? A nice apricot aroma. Marillen schnapps, I presume. Half full. Glass crushed underfoot with damp traces still visible.
Primeiro regra do clube do tiro, você não fala do clube do tiro.
Who the devil are you? I won't go down without a fight.
Sherlock Holmes. And if I wanted a fight, you would already be on the floor. Fortunately for you, I'm merely here to ask a few questions.
Is that so? Well, come on, pretty boy. How about I fix that nose of yours? Give it a bit more character.
Enough. Your compatriots attacked me and I responded. They still have their lives, unlike Mr. von Staub.
True. At least you are not a murderer. Fine, you may speak.
Ele pode ser tanto uma testemunha quanto possível suspeito. Vou colocar como testemunha por enquanto.
So, you are Mr. von Kram, one of the club's best shots, the referee of the deadly duel, and witness to Mr. von Staub's murder.
Incorrect. I am the best shot at the club. Heinrich Vögen von Kram. But how did you know I was there?
Your clothes, Mr. von Kram. The dirt on your trousers confirms your presence in the old ruins. And your jacket features a bloodstain from your attempts to save Mr. von Staub.
That is impressive.
It is merely inferential. Now, a few questions, if I may.
Be my guest. I have nothing to hide.
I'd like to speak with the other competitor.
He left the island. Mr. Dorfman was sure that the killer was after him. He is innocent, I assure you.
Indeed, from his position it would be impossible to fire the bullet at such a downward trajectory, but he was a witness. Shame. So, what transpired in the old ruins?
Everything began as normal. The signatures, choice of weapons. I checked it all, and then blindfolded the duelists. Eric stood to my left, and his opponent, Mr. Dorfman, to my right. Before they could begin, the killer fired. And I'm sure it was not Dorfman.
Why are you...
The sound was different. Not a Webley revolver. And further away.
You said the killer was an excellent shot.
Definitely not.
Did you...
No.
And...
I will...
What
I heard... I tried...
Okay.
I've never seen this before. I can't help you with this.
You have a nice collect...
Ah!
What?
Ah, that was...
A bet...
That's private.
Okay.
I've never seen this before. I can't help you with this. I can't help you with this.
It seems you owed Mr. von Staub.
A fortune to you, perhaps, but I've never seen this before.
Okay.
I've never seen this before. I can't help you with this. I can't help you with this.
As it happened...
I did.
And...
My word... I don't know what you're talking about. I can't help you with this. I've never seen this before. I can't help you with this.
Last year,
I swore...
Doesn't appear to be the happiest childhood. Cecilia von Kram with Heinrich.
Yup.
Recordings labelled in Braille.
Falar pra você, é difícil acreditar que ele tenha tirado.
A remarkable tool to conveniently enhance anything. I could use one for my analysis. Addressed to Heinrich von Kram and written with a nervous hand. Arrived just yesterday. There must be more you can... Yes, but you and Eric were competing for the position of honorary...
Posso acusar ele se eu quiser, mas vai ser
I can't help you with this.
I need to be else.
Tá, deixa eu correr lá pra casa da mulher conversar um pouquinho com ela. Eu poderia muito bem acusar ela, mas eu não quero que ela seja presa, sendo sincero. É egoísmo meu. Ser egoísta às vezes é bom.
Good day, officer.
Oh, please,
Miss
let me
von
mourn my
Staub
brother.
awaits you in her boudoir.
Oh, please, let me mourn my brother.
Talvez tenha que entrar lá só com o casaco, então, né?
Please.
I've never seen this before. I can't help you with this. I can't help you with this. I can't help you with this.
Do you recognize...
Yeah. Where did you get it?
I need to be...
É claro que isso ia acontecer, né? Foda-se.
I need to... Mr. Von Cram, I know...
You joke, I did.
On the contrary, when the opportunity...
That doesn't make any sense at all.
I will... Mr. Von...
You joke.
On the...
Deixa eu pensar um pouquinho, já volto. Calma, só tenho uma chance pra cada um. Voltamos, e agora a gente vai confrontar o verdadeiro culpado, que a gente sabe quem é, né? Mas eu espero que dê pra não prender ela, mas o certo é confrontar o verdadeiro culpado. Embora... Não é ele é cego de um olho, sacou? É impossível ele ter conseguido atirar. Tem chance dele ficar cego totalmente, na verdade, sacou?
Good day, officer.
Going on a...
No, I am...
I think the time has come. My name is...
What? How?
It was...
No.
Nice try.
What?
Certainly.
Vamos lá.
The missing box in your brother's room contained a lamat, the same weapon used for the murder. You stole it to kill your brother.
What? No. Eric was obsessed with guns. I bet he simply left that revolver somewhere else.
Yes, it was left somewhere else. The crime scene. Abandoned.
No!
You hid behind the wall in the ruins. None of the others present could have killed Eric from that position. Both the duelists were blindfolded and Mr. Von Cram is ill-sighted.
So nobody saw anything? Your imaginations run wild.
Ah, but you forget one thing. A blind man's other senses grow stronger.
You're taking the...
It is your brother who was monstrous. He was a tyrant and you could...
Bora lá.
Now, Miss von Staub, take your time. Tell me the truth.
After our parents died, my life slowly became hell. My brother began to humiliate me. Then he became violent. Each day he'd invent a new punishment. Shut my room, burn my paintings, starve me. And without fail, I would be beaten. All visits were forbidden, all contact verboten. I was his caged bird. His pet. When we did go out, he used me to bait influential people. He sold me to Mr. Boddington simply to earn a place amongst this island's elite.
Was that not freedom from your brother?
He sold me as a thing, sir. Who do you think this gentleman was? I could not endure more cruelty. Mr. Holmes, I'm begging you. Please don't do this to me. Don't throw me from one cage to another.
You have suffered enough, Miss von Staub, but now it is over. I will not turn you in to the police.
I don't know what to say. What will happen with the case?
The usual. With their typical stupidity, the inspectors will confidently declare the case a tragic accident, and that will be that.
I didn't expect such kindness.
Kindness? No, where the truth reveals injustice, I expect accountability, but in this matter, Miss von Staub, I see no injustice at all.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Espero que ela viva uma boa vida.
I am behind you 100%. I'm sure Miss von Staub wouldn't waste the chance for a better life.
É isso então. Caramba, já resolvi caso pra caceta, hein? Isso aí, vou encerrando o vídeo por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Eu só tô olhando aqui pra ver se não tem mais nada pra comprar. É isso, até a próxima e falou pra vocês. Tchau, tchau, pessoal.